I had zero time this week to work and advance on my project. I have my brother, he came to visit a few days ago when the second video came out. So if you haven't seen it, go watch this one. It's like a whole series, but this video is gonna be a very short one because instead of working on my project, I went to the pool and went out and went to eat and all that. So I hope you're also enjoying the summer and time with your family. This week, we are starting the second sprint. So the first sprint took much less time than this one is gonna take. I told you guys that I split it in 20-day sprints, but some of them gonna be much longer than others, so we're gonna change that as we go. It's just like a good base, and so total we have 24 of them. The first one, it was about the vision and the scope. Some of you left some comments saying that I didn't share too much of my vision or that I had used AI first and you were disappointed. I wanted to say that just for my vision, I just needed some visuals. Obviously, it's really not a stage where I'm gonna hire an artist to do that kind of work. I know it's a reality that things are moving very fast, and I'm just using it right now at this stage just to have a little visual and be able to share with you guys my vision. So I rather hire an artist for that part, I think, in the future. I know some of you were like, you didn't share anything about it, and that's true that I didn't go in details because I filmed that video 3 different times, and I went with my first version where I was talking about my old vision, and that's why, like I said, I left a few little things that you saw that I had to modify with my new vision. But my new vision is really an FPS. We're still gonna see if we go for an FPS a little bit like Doom, where you have different levels and all that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be as creative knowing that I don't play that much of that type of FPS. I work part-time at a gym, and nowadays we have like a little machine where you can do a body scan. I know a lot of people that go to the gym a lot, you monitor their heart rate, they determine their quality of their sleep using different applications and all that. And it made me think that it would probably be cool to make an FPS game where your movement and your aim and different mechanics in the game would be affected by your level of stress, heart rate, breathing. So you would not be able to do certain things, or you would be slowed down, or you would need to be very tactical. I hope one day a lot of people can play the game once it's a decent state. You would have to be tactical about how to use the agent's body. It would be information for the opponent, and it would be information for you to determine, do I rush because maybe you have adrenaline and you're gonna run faster, so maybe you want to go and rush, but then your heart rate is higher, so maybe your aim is affected. So I wanted to play around with all this, and I didn't want to have the concept of like planting a bomb or diffusing one, but I was thinking of like, this is so much data. So I was thinking that we could definitely have one objective is probably to steal data. So you would have like a little monitor that you would plug in a data center to use it against your opponent, and that would be the objective in one round. And if you manage to get the full information, it loads fully to the 200%, then you would win the round that way. You don't get killed in the meantime, but you would have to be very tactical before, because do you want to rush, do you want to hide, do you want to try to outplay the enemy team using their own information? Maybe their breathing is loud so you can hear them. Also very different from my first vision. Certain people said that they like this new vision and just the little visuals that I shared with you guys, but that's the thinking behind it. I'm just influenced by my daily life, the gym, so it really inspired me. But it was like, body scan and all this data and all this new way of doing things, and not only your looks but also want to breathe better. Famous YouTuber have a business with that thing that opens your nostril. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but so you can breathe better during your sleep. So I know like this idea of we're moving towards a world where we're maximizing body capacity using technology, and some people feel a bit more stressed about it, and be a bit disturbing. So I wanted to play around these point of views because I didn't want to do hero abilities and all that. That was my first vision. And then I know playing Valorant, playing Overwatch, I just feel like that's the type of FPS that ends up being very too much. And that's why I went back to CS personally, because I felt like it was cleaner. Then you learn more and more. I feel like for beginner, it's much easier to start in those games instead of like those games where you know in your ability you're just starting again and you're just getting help and you don't even understand what's going on. Now the second sprint is about learning the foundation of Unreal Engine. The only thing is, like, a lot of you talk to me about Blueprint, and I've heard that they are planning on removing Blueprint. So I'm a bit confused. Unity is also making updates, and a lot of you in the comments were like, oh, you need to choose your engine. So it's hard for me to know, since I'm seeing so far and I want to do a big game that's gonna need a lot of different elements. That's where I directly went with Unreal Engine. So we're gonna start with this course. I'm so excited. A lot of you were like, start small and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little games before you start a big scope game. But I almost want to do everything in parallel forward both at the same time. I know it's gonna take a lot of my energy and my time, but we're not in a rush. And I try to like lower the pressure on that and make sure I just have fun. In this course, we're gonna do, I think, I don't know if it's 2 or 4 little games, and he's giving the assets as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see how to put an asset in, plug things together, and see the code behind it. I know you guys are like in the comments. I love that. I learned so much just by reading all your comments. I try to answer everyone. Have a good one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!